that owns this town.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's the Vikings going up against the Cowboys. And with that, we're off to Big D and AT&T Stadium, where we'll say hello to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Okay, partner, let's shift our attention to Minnesota. You see Sam Bradford. Let him do an 8-8 record this year. Teddy Bridgewater, everyone knows the story. He was going to be the quarterback. Bradford came in. Beginning of the year looked like a savior, 8-8 to finish, but all in all, the numbers were not bad for him this season.
The numbers were excellent in a lot of ways. He set an NFL record for completion percentage in a single season. The hard part for him, offensive line breakdowns. Too many guys hurt, couldn't have any consistency up front, made it hard to generate the offense. But Sam Bradford, in my mind, will be the starting quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings in 2017.
All right, there it is. You heard it here first. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I know you play the fantasy football game, and Adrian Peterson has to be a popular pick for owners. But this year, a tough season for him. A knee injury early limited him to 72 yards total for the season.
Yeah, early indeed. Week 2 on that knee injury. So 72 yards, as you said, for the year. Came back, admirable, hoping to get him into the playoffs, but didn't look like he was ready to return.
One guy I never count out, though, is Adrian Peterson. I expect a monster return in 2017.
Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I'd never bet against him.
Second down, Peterson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They go play action here on first down. Deep drop. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
So 2nd and 10 here. On 2nd down, Bradford again. He's got time. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Third and long for Bradford. Finding time. A dump down to McKinnon. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they have a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. As the Cowboys take the field, they're led out by the AP Offensive Rookie of the Year, and that's Dak Prescott. And while that's a great award, he had a great season. For Cowboy fans, the season ended shy of where they wanted to, but still a lot for them to build on going forward.
And as time goes on, I think those Cowboy fans will reflect on the season. And when you look back at the game that they lost, when they lost to Green Bay in the playoffs, you realize Dak Prescott played really well in that game. So that's got to give them a lot of hope going forward. But I thought the best moment so far in the offseason outside of New England winning the Super Bowl, Dak Prescott winning the Rookie of the Year award and saying Ezekiel Elliott should have half of this award. We should cut it in half because we should share it. That's pretty cool.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Sherrills. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. You know, for this Vikings team, as they come back out here on offense, I don't know that any group had more of a roller coaster ride than them in the 2016 season. The quarterback change at the beginning, the hot start, and then the cold middle. It was just a tough year for them, wasn't it?
It really was, and when you look at how their season went, you mentioned the roller coaster. A lot of it can come back to the injuries, especially along the offensive line. I think by around October, maybe even early November, I'm surprised you and I didn't get a call to go audition to be a left tackle there because they were just down so many guys. So that made it difficult to run the ball and to protect Sam Bradford, their quarterback, and it reflected in their final record. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. First down, Bradford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Bradford. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. A first down throw for Bradford. And this will be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
At the end of one, 7-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in just a moment.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Peterson alone in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Again, Peterson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
3rd down, still 14 yards left. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down, surveying the field. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jerick McKinnon there, and it's 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas 1st down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
They'll come out in the pistol. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Marcus Sherrill's back deep for Minnesota. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they'll tell their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw there.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Working out of the gun, Bradford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 70 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Kai Forbath on for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, a little 360. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it go again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Here we go.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Second down, Bradford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. On third down, Bradford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Bradford to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go now. 3:39.
Throwing again. Bradford on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
throw again. Bradford. And that will be incomplete as well.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Forbath will put this one through. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a good kick that time, and he's able to redeem himself from the previous miss.
And fortunately for him, he got the chance to do that not long after missing the first time. Sometimes a whole game goes by, and you don't get that chance at all. So you keep it with you till the next time you take the field.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Come on, let's go.
On second down, Prescott again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and it's third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to try and go deep again. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First down, Bradford. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
To throw is Bradford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Stiff-armed him. 13 yards there offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And now the offense operates in the red zone. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the red zone now, Bradford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. To the air again with Bradford. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson as the first half is winding down. And now we've got a stoppage and a timeout here called by the defense. It's their first of this first half as they look to regroup and hopefully stop the 2-point conversion coming up. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. 4 back. Oh, this is blocked. Format to send it away now following the touchdown. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First and 10, Prescott. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Jason Witten, the intended target, and now it's second down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have done enough to be leading here to this point. But in a close game, you know the second half is going to have some more twists and turns, which should lead to some excitement. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Vikings have it midway through 1. They're going to come away with another sack. This will go for a loss of 8. 1st and 10. Bryant's going to make the catch deep downfield, and this long run goes for a touchdown. Cowboys take the early lead. Midway through the second quarter. Broken coverage here on the pass play, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown, closing the gap to just 1. Vikings have it on 2nd and 5. Bradford's got the completion here, and this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. Vikings go up by 8. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Whitehead, the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 54 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Come on, let's go. What? 90.
1st down, Prescott. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake, Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley from 21 yards away. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count.
Come on, let's go.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for two. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And they gave up a touchdown last drive. You kind of need to hit the reset button after every touchdown given up, Charles.
I love that. And the way that you phrased it is perfect because from series to series, you can reset how the game is going to go. If you gave up a touchdown before, it doesn't mean you have to do it again. And if you made a great play before, you have to reset again anyway because they're going to attack. So I love the way you phrased it and put it out there. That's what they have to do in this series.
Not like when you're playing a video game. You can't hit the reset button here. Let's go.
No, you shouldn't anyway, that's for sure.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Handoff comes to Peterson, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Play action now. Bradford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
Here's Jeff Locke now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. He won't go down. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrence Williams, 53 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Let's go!
They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They run again with Peterson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. This is taken at about the 14. Still on his feet. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Dallas. 65 yards.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
Red zone opportunity. They come out here in the eye. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second down, Prescott. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Brad 38.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Brad 38.
They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go now.
2nd down, Bradford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
On 3rd down, Bradford. He's got time in the pocket, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Come on, let's go. What? 9 here.
They go play action here on first down. Backing up. Now he's going to throw a big play for the Cowboys on third. 55 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. Here's Prescott. He's going to go up top again. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. 10 yards still left on second down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got time. He's going to let it go again. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Let's go.
On third down, it's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And now back onto the field. Here comes the Cowboys defense. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. Let's see if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out. Following the interception, Bradford. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Bradford on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A second down throw for Bradford. And incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll throw again. Bradford finding time. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down. Surveying the field. All kinds of time. He's going to air one out. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
The Vikings defense getting ready to go. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost as it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He's going to try and go deep again, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go. What?
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Hey, tight left, tight ends left. 4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let this one go deep. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Key the tight end. Hey, we got 4. Let's go. 4 down. 38.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. On the left side, he finds Beasley. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Come on, let's go.
Prescott now from the 50. Going up top. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
4th down, Prescott. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. And they dug down last drive on 4th down, got the stop on their side of the field. You play defense, Charles. How huge is that on this drive?
Can't even really quantify it because you're talking about field position, momentum, that element of feeling like we're the tougher team, because when you stop someone on 4th down, in a sense, you're imposing your will on the other team, and that's exactly what they did, and that should permeate through the rest of the ball club.
Yeah, now who will impose their will on this drive? And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Here we go! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Bradford now from the 50. He's got time. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. They give him 12 yards and a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Ready! Green 90! Green 90!
Bradford now to throw on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go! Blue 45!
Bradford again. Finding time. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. From the red zone now, Bradford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw again. Bradford. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Again, it's Bradford. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you called it miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
And now here come the Cowboys. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, an even 90 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
First and 10, Bradford. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sean Lee coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Second down, Bradford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Third and long for Bradford. Surveying the field. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And possession will change here with very little time remaining in this contest. Throwing here, Prescott. Deep drop. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Come on, let's go.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.